Yesterday, Venus stepped onto the court knowing she had to win in order to keep her nation's hopes alive in Fed Cup play. In a classic sports battle of Russia versus the United States, drama unfolded like text from a heroic novel, with Venus writing another chapter in her glorious tennis career. Physical exhaustion and mental fatigue were her added opponents as she saved set points in the first and rallied down late in the third. Captain, team, and country were her battle cries. Venus refused to let any of them down. Today, another top 10 Russian awaits in a must-win match for the United States. It's a perfect setting for a Fed Cup semifinal. The stadium here at Top Notch, and it's the Wimbledon champion, Venus Williams, leading the U.S. side out against Russia. A sold-out stadium as they're down to the Final Four, gunning for a spot in the championship of the 2007 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas. It's tied at 1-1 between the USA and Russia. Confirmation of results from yesterday as they split the opening two singles match. Williams, a big win over Petrova, and today's schedule will have all three matches for you. Venus taking it out of the blocks, mail in two, a late substitution for Vanya King, and then the all-important doubles point. It may be a factor here today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stowe, Vermont. I'm Usa-Rus alongside Katrina Adams, and you couldn't ask for a better setting. We've got the Wimbledon champion in Venus Williams, a young challenger in Chakvetadze, and a key point as Venus once again is counted on now to win this second point and give the U.S. side some hope.
Yes, Venus is definitely the main reason for today for the U.S. Venus has to come out strong. She needs to win this match. The second singles is being substituted by mail-in two for Vanya King, and then if need be in that doubles, it will be Venus back on court.
Yeah, it will no doubt be a very dramatic day, and Venus Williams says that fatigue is not a factor for her. She says she feels good. She's played a lot of tennis, yes, including those 4 consecutive wins at Wimbledon to win her fourth crown there. But yesterday, she was in championship form again, and although she struggled, she has that championship medal to find a way to win.
Yeah, Petrova took the start early, got the lead. Venus fought back. She was down 3 set points in that first set tiebreak and found a way to even things off, get it back to even, and then win that first set.
Yeah, she struggled. She was behind most of that opening set, including 3 set points down. Yet she was able to win an all-important tiebreaker, and here's why. The second set was all Petrova.
Oh, Petrova started off strong with this beautiful topspin lob, and then Petrova just gained confidence, started rolling. Wasn't missing much, and you can see the fatigue started to set in on Venus Williams, unable to move, and then Petrova finished very strong, winning that second set at love.
Yeah, she said it was an emotional letdown, but she found somewhere a reservoir of strength, of intensity, and she battled back. She was down a break in the final set, yet Venus is such a great competitor. She found a way again.
Well, Venus is a true champion, and she needed everything that she had to win this match yesterday. She dug deep, she relied on her teammates and her fans, and she was relentless on not giving up. Petrova fell apart a little bit with the nerves, was unable to keep the ball in play when it really counted in the end, and her forehand was a failure for her in that match.
And we were talking about which of the players' forehands would break down, and it was Petrova's who struggled with it. Venus struggled with her serve. She had 8 double faults, although 7 aces, but I think she's going to have to improve her serve today.
She can't afford to give away any points today. Those double faults have to be at a minimum because Chakvetadze is a strong competitor.
Yeah, and Anna Chakvetadze, a different kind of competitor from the one Petrova was yesterday. She's steady and determined, where Petrova is more of a power player. But you can see Chakvetadze is already racking up some impressive results in Fed Cup for Russia.
Well, Chakvetadze is the world number 8. She knows what she's doing out there. She's very experienced. She's so consistent from the baseline. She's going to bring a lot of balls back against Venus and force Venus into some unforced errors herself.
Yeah, Chakvetadze will make Venus earn this one, and there's a reason why she's inside the top 10. We saw it out of the blocks yesterday against Vanya King. It was all Chakvetadze.
Chakvetadze was not tested at all yesterday. All she needed to do was keep the ball in play, move it around. Vanya King just didn't have the experience for this occasion on yesterday against Chakvetadze, and Chakvetadze was very relaxed. You can see her playing from all areas of the court, hitting winners at will. Close out that first set, and then in the second set, Vanya King battled back a little bit, but Chakvetadze really showing the versatility in her game.
Yeah, I think it says a lot about Chakvetadze that she could find her best tennis amidst this emotional cauldron that is Fed Cup. There's so much at stake, and she was so relaxed. You can see how she moves the ball around so effortlessly. She really is a marvelous player. King just didn't have enough in the end, but Zina Garrison said herself, you know, we asked a lot of Vanya King taking on a top 10 player, but you can see Chakvetadze just too good, 6-1 and 6-3. So we have the makings of some real drama here today, not only in this first match, but how the day will break down. Somewhere the U.S. side has to find 2 points in these next 3 matches.
Well, it's all on Venus's shoulder, but Chakvetadze has a chance to really stand up for her country. She's a world number 8. She's here only because Sharapova and Kuznetsova were not able to play due to injury. So whose day is it to shine?
It is an exciting day. We're so glad to be a part of it here on Tennis Show. Glad you are with us as well. This will be something special. Russia taking on the United States. Anna Chakvetadze, an emerging young star, taking on the established champion in Venus Williams. The 2007 Fed Cup by BNP Paribas. The World Group semifinals as Venus Williams of the U.S. taking on Anna Chakvetadze of Russia. We had some rain here earlier in the morning, and things were not looking too good, but it's cleared beautifully, and the clouds have parted. We've got blue skies, but it is very humid and very warm. It will be a factor today, I think, for some of these players.
Well, I think it's going to be a factor for Venus Williams. She's very fatigued just from coming from Wimbledon and giving it everything that she had yesterday. It showed towards the middle of that match and in the end. And with the weather and the conditions today, it could be really draining.
She's a former world number 1. She's on the move back up to the top of the game, though. A Wimbledon champion, currently ranked 17 in the world. You can see what a dominating year she has had. She's got 2 titles, one in Memphis in the opening event of the year, and perhaps sending a signal early. There were great things down the line, and yes, there were.
Well, for Venus, I mean, she's a true competitor. She gives it all she has. It's all about her staying healthy, and she's had a good run in the spring going into Wimbledon and looking forward to a huge summer and trying to kick that summer off here at Fed Cup.
Now, this is a player we'll be seeing for a long time. She's just 20 years of age, fairly precocious with her talents, and she is wonderful to watch. A great striker of the ball, beautiful mover. She's dangerous.
Well, she's very graceful about the court. She moves effortlessly around the court. She's at the spot where the ball is without her even working to get there. But she controls the ball well from the ground. She opens up the court. She takes it on the rise. She kind of reminds you a little bit of Martina Hingis when she first came out. But Chakvetadze is full of confidence as she's sitting there with her captain.
Shamil Tarpashev, the man who has engineered so much national success for Russia, not only in the Fed Cup but also Davis Cup. I'm not sure he's a great friend or a fan of the U.S. State Department, but he's developing some friends at the U.S. Embassy who he says were helpful in getting his visa straightened out. And, of course, Zina Garrison is the U.S. captain.
It's important for Venus to get a good start today. She fell behind in each set, the first 2 sets yesterday, losing her opening service game. I don't think she wants to do that against someone like Chakvetadze. opportunity was
overplaying
there.
that backhand. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she has a tendency to do that. She plays with power and oftentimes just overplays a little bit.
And I think right now in the first game, you're still trying to get rid of those jitters, so it's a matter of her just relaxing and settling into her routine. We saw yesterday a couple tricky bounces on the court. That appeared to be one of them. She's dug a hole for herself once again in the opening game.
Well, that's what she needs. Some good, consistent first serves. She produced enough of those when she was in trouble against Petrova to keep her hopes alive, and she was able to make her way back. Just wide.
And it was, just missing it.
We've said so many nice things about her. I think, though, that she has that cold, calculated look of a true competitor, though. She means business out there. That's what she does so well. She moves the ball around. She takes advantage of what you give her. And that time, Williams just left the ball a little short.
Well, Williams put the ball down the middle of the court almost in every shot in this rally, too. So it's very easy for Chakvetadze to just step up and redirect the ball at will. Very tentative high forehand volley from Williams. But she got the job done.
I don't think Venus is alone in feeling the tension of this opening game. This crowd is feeling it as well. It's palpable here on Stadium Court here at Top Notch.
That's the aggressive play that Captain Zina Garrison wants to see from Venus, getting those first serves in, attracting those short returns and moving forward behind them. It's a beautiful forehand from Anna Chakvetadze. Anna just steps up and takes those balls on the rise so quickly and redirects the ball. Shoulder turn, and just a great follow through. Very deceptive with her strokes. You're not sure if she's pulling them cross court or down the line. Beautiful serve.
Venus needs to protect her serve today. Now that is an important hole for Venus Williams. Who has the edge, Katrina, in this matchup?
Oh, Venus Williams overall has the edge. She's got a better forehand than Chakvetadze. Her backhands are very even. She's got the bigger serve. She's better at the net. Their returns are both pretty solid. You didn't see Chakvetadze miss a return there, but all the intangibles go to the former world number one.
I'm a little surprised you gave Williams the edge on the forehand.
Well, as you can see, even in the first game of the rallies there for Williams, which area was she directing the ball? To Chakvetadze's forehand. Chakvetadze, when she gets really tight, that forehand can start missing by a couple feet, not just by inches. And I think the way that she really came through yesterday in that forehand, she's really solid in those key points. So even though it's her weakness, it was a good strength for her yesterday, and I think she can rely on it, build confidence on it from yesterday and rely on it today.
And there you go. Okay, I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Hey, let me do this.
Williams lost for the second set yesterday, 6-love, and the fact that she won that match, that was the first time. She's never won a match before where she had lost a 6-love set. It's the first time for everything.
It also shows a lot of growth and maturity in Venus Williams' game overall. To be in such a deficit, be down and out physically and emotionally.
Just the second meeting between these two. They played a couple years back on clay in Istanbul.
At a time when Chakvetadze was just really getting started, hadn't really established herself as a top player in the world.
Williams is just eating up that second serve, and although Chakvetadze has made some strides improving her serve, she's not getting many first serves in right now.
Well, if she continues to give Venus a lot of second serves, she's going to see a lot of balls blown by her. Much better serve from Chakvetadze. Not so much of the power, but it's the placement and the depth that's necessary for Chakvetadze to be effective. We saw her hit a few aces yesterday, but it was on the placement of those balls, using some deception.
Still break point for Williams.
Tried to put a little extra on that one.
Well, that's a nice break for Williams. The double fault gives her a 2-love lead. Let's take a look at Venus Williams' game.
Well, her strengths are definitely her serve, her movement around the court, and her overall power. Her weaknesses for today is fatigue. She's very tired, and her forehand, obviously, as we know, can really go astray.
This has to be a different sort of perspective for Chakvetadze. In the opening match, she looked across the net and saw Vanya King, and she obviously felt confident about her game. Now she looks across the net, sees Venus Williams, and suddenly things change.
It's beautiful playing from Venus Williams.
And how much of it is that? The pressure of playing the opponent and not the ball?
Oh, it's a lot, because especially in the magnitude of today's match overall, you're not really thinking about the ball so much. And we always tell our players, focus on the ball. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net. It's about what you're trying to do in your execution. But when it's all said and done, you're always thinking about your opponent on the other side of the net, because you're trying to remember what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, where you need to direct most of your balls. As you see Chakvetadze hit a beautiful forehand angle off of that reply from Venus.
A good lesson there, wasn't it, about how you really have to find that outside edge no matter how far outside the court you are. You've got to get out there.
another example of how Chakvetadze can redirect that forehand down the line. She did a good job just to get that serve return back in play. And then standing right on the baseline, taking the ball on the rise, not giving Venus enough time to recover. That's an error that Chakvetadze would like to take back. It was a second serve from Williams and just completely misplayed that forehand.
Great tennis, isn't it? Williams first on the defense with underspin, and then with a two-hander, the power up the line. Williams up 3-love.
Well, here's a closer look at Venus Williams with her forehand return on the second serve. You can see where she's located inside the court here, well inside the baseline. Good shoulder turn, and then you're going to see the follow-through come way up above her shoulder. Great extension with great length on that return.
And really, it all happens with the shoulder turn, isn't it? The legs don't do much other than provide the foundation.
Absolutely, especially, she didn't have to move for that one. So if she had to move, you could see the feet and the legs become more of a factor. But that was just right in her strike zone, and you can see how effective her forehand can be in her strike zone.
And more often than not, you don't have time, do you, to get your feet moving. It's more of a reflex return. So here's Chakvetadze, 15-love on her serve.
Let's second set. 15.
That toss got behind Chakvetadze a little bit. Surprised she even continued to hit the serve without catching the toss.
Well, we talked about Chakvetadze's serve is a problem at times, but here's her scouting report.
Well, her strengths are her ground strokes. We've seen how she can redirect them. She has great consistency. Her footwork is immaculate around the court. Her weaknesses are her net play along with her power. But right now, she's showing the weakness in her serve. About that serve leaf, when your serve is suspect as it is and you're playing someone like Venus Williams on the other side, it puts so much more pressure on you when you have to face a second serve that it could really break down even more so.
Well, a very positive development if you're an American tennis fan. If you're supporting the Russians, that's not good news. Chakvetadze struggling with her serve, struggling with her nerve. And it's Williams in command here in the early going.
Well, I mean, look at the 5 double faults already from Chakvetadze. That is truly a sign of nerves for Chakvetadze. I mean, she's got 4,000 plus fans against her here. All the Americans here from Stowe and around the region playing Venus Williams that just came off of winning Wimbledon. It's a lot of pressure on Chakvetadze, knowing that she needs to win this match.
15.
And the further bad news is that Venus Williams can relax, play a little more freely, and she's already confident enough
And this is just what Venus needs, was to get a good quick start so that she can relax, allow her muscles to loosen up a little bit. We talked about her being fatigued. When you're tired and then there's more tension ahead, it's only putting more stress on those muscles. Very hard to recover from.
13.
Well, she has had a bit of bad luck on the returns. She had a break point on Venus's serve, hit a second serve inside out that just missed the line. She'd be ahead perhaps if that had converted.
Oh, good redirection from Venus. Chakvetadze getting caught going the other way, tries to reach for that ball with her left hand. Arms just weren't long enough.
Looked a little like Maria Sharapova.
Such a beauty to see when Venus is moving forward. She's always running low. So determined to get to the next shot.
A great start for Venus Williams. Perfect at 5-love in the opening set. Well, one of the neighboring towns to Stowe, Vermont is Moscow, Vermont. Interesting little spot. You see the general store along the main road. Wonder if they have a few expats from Russia who have settled there. I know there are a few Russian artists around. We saw a young woman singing the Russian national anthem. She's living in Stowe, Vermont. So a few Russian tennis fans here today.
Chakvetadze needs to rely on those fans right now to give her a chance to rally back into this match. Venus is playing such a clean match right now that it's only being destructive to the mind of Chakvetadze. Chakvetadze is suspect to show her emotions. And I'm sure she'll be chucking that racket soon. Another double fault. When you look at 6 double faults in 3 of your service games, it's almost 2 games of double faults.
Well, everything she touches turns to gold for Venus Williams, and why not? She's a gold medalist at the Sydney Olympics in singles and in doubles. So here are some set points coming.
And this is one of those spots on the court where the ball really didn't bounce up. Chalk got a first serve in there. A much needed one. I think Venus just wants to get revenge back for that set that she lost 6-love yesterday against the Russians. She's there. Well, it's a good hustle from Venus Williams and great ball control from Chakvetadze. Good stretch from Venus. Drop lob volley from Chakvetadze. Venus chose to go the wrong way. Cross court was wide open. And another first serve from Chakvetadze. She's only made 5 of 17 first serves in this match, and 4 of those have come in this game.
Well, she did so well to recover from love 40, get to game point, and then you throw it all away with a double.
Well, you know what? She let off a little steam there, had a little yell after that, and perhaps that'll help release some of the tension that she's feeling inside. sometimes you just have to let it out. Beautiful the way that Chakvetadze can create those angles when she's behind the baseline.
So Chakvetadze is on the board, and she raises her arms in triumph.
Well, she's got to be frustrated right now. I mean, it's her second ace of the match. When she got the first serves in, she's basically winning 88% of the points that she's gotten in. 7 of 8 when she's gotten the first serve in. 7 double faults. It's not helping.
Before that first serve, you saw Venus just testing the toss for that 1 o'clock sun. If you're a right-hander, that afternoon sun can be a problem.
Yeah, my toss is typically right at 1 o'clock. You have to make some adjustments. It's a beautiful point from both players, and Chakvetadze able to step up inside the court and finish it with a winner.
15.
That was a good example of the movement from both players, being able to get around the ball, as you mentioned earlier, to pull those balls back deep cross court. I think too many players, when they're on the run out of position, try to go down the line just because they're not able to make that extra effort of getting around the ball. But when you're watching players of this class, you can see that extra effort, that extra step that it takes to really get that racket behind and around the ball, to get it back deep cross court, to give himself a chance to get back into position.
13.
Yeah, because that cross-court ball, it's the higher percentage play, isn't it? You're hitting to a bigger part of the court, and the down the line is do or die. There's less space, changing directions. A lot of things can go wrong.
Yeah, well, where it's traveling through the air a little bit longer going cross court than it is down the line, so it's giving you that extra step, that extra second to really take an extra step. Not quite sure. I think Chakvetadze was trying to hold that backhand as long as possible, waiting to see what Venus was going to do, and lost her acceleration on the stroke.
So this is set point number 4, the first one on Venus's serve.
A look at Lisa Raymond on the right and Vanya King on the left. Shooting in the middle, and that's the trainer, Amber Dolan, on the far left. Vanya, I'm sure, is relieved of some of the pressure that would have been put on her today.
So Venus Williams takes the opening set. That was an impressive run by the Wimbledon champion. She's a set away from giving the U.S. a lead here in the Fed Cup semis. Good start for Venus Williams here on day 2 of this Fed Cup semifinal, the USA and Russia. She's taking on Anna Chakvetadze, and here's a look at today's schedule. Malin 2 will take on Nadia Petrova next, and then it's the doubles. Now, Vanya King is scheduled to play Lisa Raymond. Do you think that Venus will be a substitute, possibly?
Well, I would definitely have to speculate that she would be. And if it gets to the point where they need that 5th tie, they've got to have their best players on the court, and Venus Williams is definitely the best player out here today from both sides.
Yeah, she is in command of all her skills today. She struggled yesterday, and sometimes it's nice to have that match behind you. You're accustomed now to the conditions, and of course Lisa Raymond there with the hat and the glasses. She's going to play doubles for sure. One of the best doubles players of all time.
Absolutely. I mean, former world #1 for a few years. She's at #2 right now, and I'm sure she would love to have Venus on her side of the court in such a critical situation. It's a beautiful shot from Venus. You can see everything is clicking for Venus Williams today. She just looks so much more relaxed and so much more poised than yesterday. Staying down, a complete follow-through. Sometimes you can see her kind of cut that follow-through off, but full extension there over that right shoulder. I mean, I have to say, I haven't seen Venus hit her forehand this well, this consistently, and then in the last 3 weeks. That's going back to Wimbledon, because she really stepped up to the plate and rose to the occasion with her forehand and never really broke down on her.
Oh.
Let's success.
Well, nothing's going right for Chakvetadze, and it's going all right for Williams. A break to start the second set. The opening set was like a human highlight reel for Venus Williams. She was striking everything so well, doing everything right.
Well, you can see her. She's covering the court extremely well, hitting the high swinging volley, really hitting the forehand well on the return, just lacing that one for a winner down the line. Chakvetadze just couldn't do much. Venus at the net now showing her touch and great placement. And then it was the double faults that were the true story for Chakvetadze in that first set, having 7 by the time that first set was over.
So Williams serving 15-love at 1-love in the second set.
Let's process.
So many good things happening with this result developing like it is. Not only is Venus perhaps well rested should she play the doubles, but a little pressure off Malin too in the next match.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of pressure off of Malin too. And with that situation, that gives a chance for Malin to just go out and swing from the heels. Just have a great time, enjoy the competition. And who knows what can happen. There's a lot of pressure. It's not much more pressure that falls on the shoulders of Nadia Petrova.
Yeah.
And we all know how Petrova can break down mentally.
I'm sure Zena's saying, you know, just go out there and play a good, hard, long match. Tire Petrova out, because you know Petrova will be playing in the doubles for sure for Russia.
What a wonderful feeling that would be for Malin too, to step in as a substitute and clinch it.
Oh, there's that forehand you were talking about.
Oh, she's on fire with that forehand. She's instilling so much confidence with it. Staying down, look at this, flipping it right around the ball. Follow through up to create that angle. Claudia King stepped up to be the hero in Belgium, and why not Malin too? Having that opportunity here. Venus still has to close this match out.
Well, she closes that service game out, another important step. And she's such a different player than yesterday. She lost her serve 7 times against Petrova. She was struggling mightily with 7 double faults, but she's found her rhythm today, and it's 6-1, 2-love.
Oh, this was just what the doctor ordered for Venus, for her captain, for her teammates, and for her fans. A lot of these fans that are here have never seen tennis before. I spoke to a few people last night, and they just enjoyed the entire atmosphere and the competition overall.
15 love.
Being in an area like Stowe has attracted some new tennis fans, which is great.
You can see that the breezes are picking up here in Stowe.
32.
Ace out wide for Chakvetadze. And another ace. So she's starting to find her service rhythm. A second break of serve would have been fatal, but it's Williams up 2-1. There's James Blake on Jay Leno the other night, talking about his new book. Looking good. He was sitting beside Victoria Beckham. I guess all the beautiful people were on Jay Leno that
Okay. Close call there for Williams, just called out. And a powerful serve to the body of Chakvetadze.
Chakvetadze unable to catch up to that delivery.
Now the first serve needed from Venus. Imperative that she holds serve, keeps the break lead. Oh, beautiful shot from Venus Williams. Incredible anticipation and just great balance from Williams on the run, staying low. You see her moving here so low, racket ready. She liked that.
A point now for 3-1. And she takes it with the ace. She has got it all going on today. Again, great anticipation on the passing shot, rhythm on the first serve. And she's up 6-1, 3-1.
I believe it's so critical for Venus to just hold serve throughout this set, to keep the pressure off herself. You can see twice as many winners from Williams than Chakvetadze. Oh, that's a big backhand. It's almost like she's on automatic here. Everything is clicking for Venus Williams. You see how she can just stop on the dime and turn back? I'm sure Captain Zina Garrison is a lot more relaxed through this match than she was yesterday.
I think that's fair to say. Look at Venus well inside the baseline for this second serve.
A little anxious. Let's have a look at how Venus in transition here, just stopping on a dime right there, cutting back. That shows the power and the balance that she has in her legs. Great athleticism.
like a football move. You're cutting and you're trying to get through the blocks. This is for Chakvetadze. Still, Anna's only serving at 42% in this match. The first serves. You're playing someone like Venus. That's just not going to cut it. Anna just chucked in her 10th double fault of the match.
Oh, that second serve barely making it over. Venus letting her off the hook a little bit on that return. She had time. Great depth from Chakvetadze. She fought off that exchange beautifully. She hangs on to her serve, but it's Williams who has the break. Venus Williams has seemingly always been a part of the Fed Cup team or the Olympic team, and we mentioned the gold medal in 2000 in Sydney, and part of a winning Fed Cup team. She's got plenty of experience.
Yeah, she's been there for the U.S. over the years. Has always made herself available.
A little surprised by this call. I think Venus thought it was good, as did Zina. Sandra Jenkins, the one willing to overrule the linesperson's call. We do not have the luxury of Hawkeye or the challenge system for the players.
And Venus played on that 99 team that they won. They beat Russia in the final. Played an important part winning her singles against Lahosova. And then she and her sister Serena won their doubles match. Venus is serving at 69%. Believe it or not, she's won 100% of her second serves.
That's remarkable.
Only 63% of her first serves. Oh, yeah. Power, followed up by power, followed up by power.
Yeah, she is so aggressive-minded today, and you just have the feeling, the belief that she's not going to make mistakes. She's just looking so confident. And who wouldn't be when your greatest challenge is, what do I do with this fourth Wimbledon trophy? Should I put it beside my bed or maybe in the living room?
Well, the key was for her to recover after yesterday's match. Had good dinner, got some carbs in her, a lot of energy, had a massage, ice down, and got a lot of sleep. So that's what was important for her to come out here today, to be able to have a chance to perform like this.
15.
It's almost as if she's afraid to put it in the box. She knows what's coming on that second serve.
Well, you can just see where Chakvetadze is just falling apart completely now. The serve has let her down this entire match. 11 double faults. Perhaps could it be a 12th one? See the concern on the face of Shamil Tarpashev, wondering what has gone wrong with his leading player. Unbelievable performance from Venus Williams. Fatigue? Who's fatigued? Look at how Venus is going corner to corner and again comes up with an incredible forehand passing shot for the winner.
What a stride. What a finish. 3 break points.
A little anxious on that shot.
Williams converts another remarkable pass, and she is in complete command. 6-1 and 5-2. Just a game away from giving the U.S. a 2-1 lead. Well, where did it all go wrong for Anna Chakvetadze? Well, you have to look across the net at Venus Williams. She has been just too good, and Chakvetadze struggling, you can see, with her serve. And not really too much she could do today. Williams has been at the absolute peak of her powers.
Well, you can understand just how frustrated Chakvetadze is. It's been all Venus. You see just how effective the serve has been for Venus, not only in the set, but throughout the match.
Let's second sentence.
Good ball movement from Williams. Again, showing her agility and changing directions. And Chakvetadze actually had control at that point until the last couple shots.
Trina, it's interesting to note that You know, we made comparisons for Chakvetadze to Martina Hingis, and I think it was, in many ways, Venus and Serena with their powerful tennis that really drove Hingis from the game in some ways, you know? And I think we're seeing what Williams can do when she plays a player who just moves the ball around. She can get to the ball and make things happen positively for herself.
Yeah, whereas a lot of players are typically scrambling on the defensive side from the shots like from Chakvetadze. Williams turns them into an offensive shot. Those shots like that would typically be winners against any other player, but for Venus Williams, with her stretch and her quickness, is able to continue to bring those balls back from Chakvetadze, and it's very frustrating for Anna to constantly see these balls coming back, and she's forced to try to hit one more better, and instead she makes the error.
Boy, that was an invitation to come in, and Williams lost it over the baseline. One of the few miscues today, and Chakvetadze, this has been a collector's item, a break point today. Hasn't seen many of these, if any of them.
Not in this set. Only in the first game of the match.
Venus Williams unable to close it out on her serve. She did so well to put herself in that position, and you can see how valuable the second break of serve was. It gave her a little wiggle room here.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's going to be a couple gifts from Chakvetadze in this game by way of double faults. Good placement on that serve.
Unforced error that time. Chakvetadze two-hander.
It's very breezy down here. The wind's picking up. The first tentative moments that we've seen from Venus in these last couple games.
Well, not much there on the drop shot. Relatively easy conversion for Chakvetadze, and this is something she hasn't seen too often, an easy service game here at 40-15.
Yeah, and that was a surprising shot choice from Williams there to go for the drop shot as opposed to just taking one more step and following through. That's a sign of nerves. I mean, she's starting to tighten up a little bit. She knows the magnitude of closing this match out.
Sometimes the net court will give you a better drop shot, and Chakvetadze bungled that forehand pretty badly.
Yeah, and Tarpashev is trying to figure out what was that. She's been serving strong this game. There's one gift I had alluded to earlier.
Yeah, she's got a dozen double faults. Williams just 2 points away.
A much needed first serve from Chakvetadze. I think Chakvetadze has just been holding on to try to be out here for at least an hour on the court.
Her serve is starting to find the mark.
And these are the type of serves that we're used to seeing from Chakvetadze. Good placement, wide serves, down the tee.
So Chakvetadze hangs on. Williams still up 5-4 when we come back. Williams will serve to give the U.S. a 2-1 lead here in the Fed Cup. Well, we're just getting started today. This is the first of 3 matches we'll have for you on Tennis Channel. Malin 2, a substitute for Vanya King, will take on Nadia Petrova, and that is next. And then we'll have the final doubles match for you. Vanya King and Lisa Raymond taking on Petrova and Vesnina. Well, here's the moment. Again, can Venus Williams close it out on serve?
It's so important for Venus to continue to step up and rip these shots, not try to get too careful. So in the last service game, trying to guide a couple shots, and trying to place those first serves, started making some errors. See just how breezy it is, affecting the ball toss for Venus.
From that end of the court, she not only has the breeze, but also the sun. Double fault.
If I were Venus right now, I would just really try to rely on my spin serve. Use this serve out wide here in the deuce court. Has been effective. Toss doesn't have to be as high. And a good return from Chakvetadze. Net cord being unfavorable to Venus.
It's a big moment for Venus and her team. And a much-needed first serve is expected now. Well, she got the first serve, although Chak was ready for it. Big moment for Captain Garrison.
Save by Chakvetadze. Williams was in a winning position, but somehow Chakvetadze found some room. I mean, this looked like it was going to end right here, but just a little too much air under the volley.
Yeah, Chakvetadze was in the right place. I mean, she played some great defensive tennis in that point, guessing right a couple times. Unexpected situation now for Venus.
Just missed on the sideline. Williams back to deuce.
Well, Chakvetadze's been doing a great job here in this game, getting these first serves back. Venus has been able to put some bullets in there. And Chakvetadze has been receiving them quite easily, except for that one.
Williams wins it for the USA. A 2-1 lead after the opening match here on day 2. Congratulations from her captain, Zina Garrison. The rest of the U.S. team courtside. Well, it looked like it was going to be a rout, but Chakvetadze showed her mettle at the very end and started playing better. But Williams able to close it out on her second match point. And yes, Venus, it is 2-1. Now some tense moments right at the finish line, but Williams able to tough it out. What a feeling that is to win a critical singles match again for the U.S. side. And you can see the effort she was putting in on this final exchange. Well, it's fitting we're at the base of the Green Mountains, Mount Mansfield. Williams pretty much served out of a mountain today. She found her service rhythm, 7 double faults yesterday, but more first serves and really coming up with the goods when she needed it, particularly off the serve and off the forehand, something that Katrina talked about. I was Not completely sure that her forehand would be as good as it was today, but she proved me wrong. Venus Williams, our winner, and she's down the courtside with Katrina Adams. Katrina?
Venus, congratulations. What an exciting match. Things seem to be clicking for you early on in this match.
Oh my gosh, I learned a lot from yesterday. I still had energy from the crowd from yesterday. It was amazing.
Well, it's a tough situation for you to come out here today. The first match, you knew how important it was for your team, and you just seemed to be on fire.
Definitely. I was very excited about being first. I knew it was a great opportunity for us to get 2-1. We're one step away, guys. We can do it.
But things got a little tight for you there in the end. What were you focusing on in those closing moments?
Just pretty much taking my time, not rushing, because I like to hit a powerful shot, and sometimes I want to hit it too close to the line. So just trying to set up my play, and then the wind started blowing, and the sun was in my eyes, and I was just like, take your time, B. So it worked out. I was glad.
Well, you got the U.S. off to a 2-1 lead. Perhaps if it comes down to the doubles, will we see you back out here?
Well, obviously it's up to Zina, but I'm ready and willing.
All right. Venus Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Leaf, back to you.
All right, thanks, Katrina. So Venus Williams takes care of the opening singles match here on day 2. And here's what's coming up next. Malin 2 taking on Nadia Petrova. And you have to feel like Vanya King, who's slated in the doubles with Lisa Raymond, might be substituted, because you heard that Venus, she is ready if Zina Garrison calls on her. So we have an exciting day of tennis still to come for you on Tennis Channel. This is far from over, as Malin 2 will take on Nadia Petrova. Petrova the favorite in that match. It's the first time these two have met. But you have to feel that the doubles may be an important part of this day's play. And we'll have it all for you here from Stowe, Vermont on Tennis Channel. Venus Williams, the star again here in the opening match of day 2, taking out another.